Boom. My name is Hiko Simon. I have recently on my Hiko Simon channel done an unboxing of the Hercules DJControl Mix Ultra mixer controller that I got about a week ago now. And I've sat down, how do we go through and figure out most of the functions. I still haven't played with it a lot, but I figured out a lot of things about this, and I feel a little bit more equipped to do a primary review right now. As you know, normally when I do on this Tokyo Digital Crew channel, normally whenever I do my mixes, I use my Reloop Buddy controller over here, which is more expensive, slightly more expensive. It's about, in Japanese yen, it's a little bit over 40,000 yen, I think. This is cheaper. This is cheaper than that. And you'd say it's a little bit more built out. But there's a lot of things that, as I was learning this, I really like about the Hercules device, to the extent that I almost actually like this better. First of which, I mean, look, no hands. It's completely wireless. I thought it had AA batteries, but it doesn't. It's got a rechargeable battery pack that you recharge by USB-C, but you don't actually need it to be plugged in. So on top of being seamlessly, like, it's amazingly, the latency is almost like completely unnoticeable. I've got it connected to the iPad right now. And I can use this wirelessly, which I thought would be great if I'm traveling or if I just want to use the iPhone or whatever. Another cool feature, by the way, is that the cover. Oh, I should also apologize. The unboxing, I was not talking into the mic. Yeah, I'm on the proper setting now, just making double sure of that. The case doubles as a stand, which has like this little tray thing, which you can use as a smartphone stand, so that you can have it sort of popped up and pointing out of here. It doesn't work with the iPhone in the case that I have, so I don't really use it. And I like the cleanness of it without this, but it's actually, as well as being a good dust cover, it allows you to do that. But yeah, some things that I really like about this that actually I like better than the Reloop Buddy in some ways. It looks like they really looked at the software, and they even looked at devices like the Reloop Buddy, and they decided right away, like how can we do this better? The wirelessness is great. There still are wide connectors. In the case of the Buddy, the wide connectors come out of the mixer. Still have as many wires. It's just they come out of the iPad instead. So there's no getting around that part of it, especially for this purpose. However, for example, on the Reloop Buddy, you've got the typical DJay 3 channels, which on every mixer I've ever used have always been high frequencies, mid frequencies, low frequencies. However, on the Reloop Buddy, it's just high and low. You can't control the mids on the device. You have to do that in the iPad, which means that in the software, which means that you can't like cut out those frequencies when you're using the normal equalizer mixing. So that doesn't make any sense. So I've manually remapped all the controls of that to make it so it's high, middle, low. And likewise, when you're doing AI neural mixing, that you've got sort of music, drums, and vocals. However, on the Buddy, that's a real pain to reset. And it's just baffling to me that they didn't do that by default, since they do have 3 knobs here, but they just allocated them differently. The wirelessness and lightness is great. But just a whole lot of other features here were just really logically set out. A little bit disappointing, of course, that you don't get the colored cue buttons that you normally get within the software. You can mark different colors for cue points. Like the first one is always red, and you get these sort of different colors, which you get used to. Here, they're just colors. But, you know, they still do the same thing, even if it's not all the colors of the rainbow per se. But yeah, you've also actually, as I was going through, you can really easily customize how these buttons work. For example, to use hot cues, to control loops, if you want to, for example, loop a beat or something like that, particularly with the AI, that can be good for extending a track. You can really easily map the FX functions. Oh, plus, if you use the shift button with each of these, they've each got basically a double set of features. For example, the hot cues, if I press shift and hot cue, I can play with shifting the entire key of what I'm playing, which I never really use, but it's good if you want to. For example, you can actually make melodies. If you've got something on a single, like single chord playing over and over, you can actually change that and make melodies with it. Some better DJs than me do. What's really useful though is the loop function is cool, but the bounce loop, which is where you loop, but when you lift the loop, it goes back to playing as if the loop had never been applied, so it keeps going. That's really useful. I use that a lot as an effect, actually. In fact, I mapped that to the effects menu without realizing that it's actually built in by default under the shift for the loop. So maybe I'm going to use different effects for that now. But yeah, you've got slices, sampler, access. So all this stuff is really built in and really well thought out and just easily accessible, as well as the fact I just love that it's neural by default. You press this button and it's lit up. You've got neural control of the knobs here. However, you can also just click on a neural mix button, and here you've got basically drums, bass, treble, sort of middle melodics, and vocals. And you can actually isolate 4, whereas with these you just control 3. You just control all music, drums and vocals separately. So this is good if you want to blend or adjust the volume of anything, but if you just want to cut everything out and make a complete mesh, this is like really good, especially if you want to take the bass line of this channel and mix it with the melody on this channel if the keys are in sync or something like that. So it just makes a lot of things, which I think I can actually do with the Reloop Buddy, and I was just never doing actually. But the fact that it's also accessible here, it's really good. So yeah, I'm actually really taken with this, and the fact that it's just so clean and small and light, and it's just as powerful. So I'm going to do a demo. I'm just going to do a quick mix here. I'm actually going to probably do the pre-show tonight off this because I can use all the AI mixing, and partly for me to learn how to use the mixer and the software a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully it'll show off the features. I'm going to do a quick mix now and just show you some of the things. I can't talk when I'm doing it. I don't know what I'll do for that. I might switch the, hopefully you'll be able to see when I'm mixing. In fact, I think I'll zoom in on the mixer so you can see what I'm doing when I'm mixing, and I'll try to show off some of the features just so that you can see what's possible with this. So switching audio.
Who am I without you tonight? I'ma be a loner. When I die, out of sight, on my mind. Will I make it out okay alive? Do we have to be over? Baby, I want you back in my life. Like, wait, baby, come right back. Turn around real fast. Hate how you wanna touch. Nothing cuts me like that. Don't you make me sad? Play. I want my baby back. Play. I want my baby back. Change my name, have a cup, I know to drink. I'm a real bad bitch with a heart that's broke. Ditch my phone, switch my clothes, I go dancing on my own. Cause a real bad bitch is better off alone. Better off alone, like yeah. Better off alone, like yeah. Ditch my phone, switch my clothes, I go dancing on my own. Cause a real bad bitch is better off alone. Better off alone, better the product store. Fucking around like I'm on tour. Grab your paycheck, needle in a haystack. Can't take it seriously. In your Ray-Ban, still in the basement, scrolling my feed while I'm up in the club getting shit faced. Wait, baby, come right back, stay. Turn around real fast, hate how you wanna touch. Nothing cuts me like you trying to leave. Don't you make me sad, please? I want my baby back, please. I want my baby back. Yeah, you're fucking
drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music. Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music. Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music. Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music.
Better off alone, like yeah. Better off alone, like yeah. Ditch my phone, switch my clothes, I go dancing on my own. Cause a real bad bitch, off alone.
Pounding techno music. Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music. Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music. techno music.
Tu ves hacer, tú sos el único que me quiere tener. Piensa bien, que a mí no me gusta perder, que tú no puedes ser rey. La noche por ley. Cuando nos comemos, tú no. ¿Quién lo hace? Como lo hace la ley, como lo hace la ley. Sé que rapidito te late, pero no hay competencia, yo le di su jaque mate. Tú tienes un alfil, pero sin feel. Y a tu jefe hay que darle kill pill, pero yo aquí natural chill. Culo que se le ve sin feel. Hoy la reina se pone a su rey. Me traga dos amigas para hacer un three-way. Vamos de party en party, rompiendo la ley, paseando la realeza por Miami Bay. Que tú no puedes ser rey si no tienes a la reina. La noche por ley, yo soy quien te despeina. Cuando nos comemos tú y yo, nadie te lo hace como lo hace la rey, como lo hace la rey.
Drums, dirty dancing, and pounding techno music.
Si no tienes a la reina, la noche por ley, yo soy quien te despeina. Cuando nos comemos tú y yo, nadie te lo hace como lo hace la ley.
Oh no, qué escándalo, que villana fue vista con otros vándalos. Type it out, bitch, demándalo. Ese loco sí lo estoy viendo mirando yo. Oh no, qué escándalo, ciertamente ya no estoy considerándolo. Creeping up hoe, estoy abaratándola. De pendejo te vieron con otra zángana. Le pongo los cachos, ¿dónde están los machos? La bota caliente, soy pitorro de pistacho. Me le vengo todo más abajo del mostacho. Cuando me los como de mi lista yo los tacho. Que yo soy la reina, tú un cucaracho. Seguirás llorando, llamándome borracho. Bendito muchacho, machito, camacho. Oye, una vez y rapidito te despacho. ¡Mua!
Que tú no puedes ser rey si no tienes a la reina. Esta noche por ley, yo soy quien te despeina. Cuando nos comemos tú y yo. Como lo hace la reina. Como lo hace la reina. Como lo hace la reina.
Hey, is this where the party's at? Aw, man, and a big line here, man. There must be 1,000 people out here. Yo, I'm going to the front. Excuse me. Hey, come on, buddy. I got my shoes here. Come on, stop it. Stop pushing. We're here. Hey, DJ! Give me a fat beat! Hey, is this where the party's at? Aw, man, look at this big line here, man. There must be 1,000 people out here. So I'm going to the front. Excuse me. Hey, come on, buddy, come on. You're stepping all over my shoes here. Come on, stop it. Stop pushing. We're here. Hey, DJ! Give me a fat beat!
long, long time. Trying to get you off my
So that's a bit of a introduction to it. That wasn't a great mix. I was just improvising, but you can see it's really easy to switch around and just use the buttons to do a lot of the mixing heavy lifting here. So yeah, this is really fun. It's easy to use. It's well made. It goes with the software great, and it's cheap. I mean, originally I thought it looks a bit like a toy, but it does the job, you know. Put it in the frame there. Yeah. It's really easy to pick up and use, and in some ways more convenient and easier than that, and it's lighter and so on. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I recommend this if you're a user of the DJ Pro software on your mobile phone, Android. I mean, you can use it on PC or iOS or whatever. I use it on iPad and iPhone. And you're looking for a cheap way to start, like you're not sure about getting a controller, you don't want to invest in one of the more expensive ones that are out there. There aren't many out there, but there are more coming out. But you want to just see, you know, you want to find out if it makes any difference DJing with a controller, and it does. It saves you having to tap through all the menus to be able to do a lot of the stuff here. It's just right on your fingertips. So it does make DJing easier, and it makes it more fun. So I'm going to use this on the mix tonight. I'll do a proper set, but I'm really happy with this. I think tonight I'm going to use this for the pre-party and the big one for the after party, and we'll see how I feel about it. But right now I'm enjoying the new mix. So that's a review. Hope you enjoyed it, and boom, peace.